Well, hey, Gundam Maniacs, welcome to another episode of Gundam Explain. For this one, I'm actually going to go through this. This is all of the manuals I have for the Gunpla I've built. I'm just going to randomly pull some. We're going to go through it. Will I get to all of them in this video? I don't know. But before we get started, if you haven't, please subscribe. And as you're watching this, if you think it's cool, give it a like. But let's kind of go through this. It's called a magazine file. Did you know that? I didn't. Who has magazines? Collectors. Collectors have magazines. All right, and for number one, no particular order, Sandrock. Oh, this is a recent build of mine. Sandrock from Endless Waltz. This is a pretty cool manual because it has a lot of colors, a lot of information. A lot of it is in Japanese, but it's very easy to translate with an app. I might show that a little later. So check this out. I just put the language thing on here. And there we go. See, kind of look how it translates its best as it can. It's pretty cool. And looky there, there's Katra to paint. Will I ever get to that? I doubt it, but let's not say that. Let's put it out into the universe that I am going to get to that. All right, here's a pretty cool look in here. It's kind of showing the whole team all hanging out, doing their thing. Good reference guides for posing or even coloring. I love it when we have full color sections within the manuals. When we don't, I don't know what to do with myself. All right, let's see what we got next. And bam! Oh, another one I recently built. I hope I shuffled these correctly, like a deck of cards. All right, we've got the RX 121 Gundam TR Hazel Custom. This was a fun build. I had it forever and just didn't get around to it until recently because I wanted to do it right. Okay, so this is pretty good. This is pretty good with its the colors in here. Wow, look at the different RGM 79CR. There's the TR2 and TR1. Some others I have that are not painted nearly as nice as this. But yeah, we get some more looks here with the with where to put like decals, for instance, colors. I mean, that's always nice to see. The back here does have some good shots where you can see, yeah, again, the color, the decals. That's always useful. Let's see what's next. And again, I'm just randomly pulling these. All right. G-Savior. Now, this is cool. Another one I recently built, but this was cool. I got this off Mandarake, or Mandarake. I don't know how I should be saying that. You know, the model kit shows its age, but it's the only way to get it. And I got it for a decent price. And look at that. Pictures from the movie. I even like the coloring here. It's a little different than there. I have this built, but I haven't detailed it because if we look closely, look at all the detail. It's like kind of hidden there, but there's all these little geometric patterns on the shoulders. I mean, even throughout. And I need to figure out a way to add that in. Maybe some scribing. We'll see. And on the back here, it really cool, again, just to see. There's some weird consistency with showing mobile suits laying down in this weird pose. And we saw that with the Hazel just now. But very cool. I like how the back reminds me of the, F91. There's a lot of shared in-universe development there, but color guide also, if you need that. All right, what do we have next? It is, the Camphor Master Grade. This is a cool manual. Let's see. Mobile suit. See, it has the Cyclops logo, and it has the the name. Without that, it looks like this is just an instruction manual for the mobile suit, which is really awesome. The back, it has this kind of full color backside. Okay. It actually came with a cardboard full picture of the front, so that's very cool. And this was a really fun build. It's a really cool master grade. Some cool information here. Can't read that. My phone could probably translate it, but it might have a seizure doing so. All right, and we get into some of the color photos here. This can give a good idea for poses, especially this is taken right out of the episodes of the show. Once the team has it built and they send it out, it's going through the city streets, just gliding along with the shotgun hitting the ground. That was awesome. And then, yeah, there's some more, so you can kind of get the idea of colors that you want. There's a lot I can go back to and tweak on this one. But great build, tons of accessories. Yeah, totally awesome. Next up is Darth Vader, not the right channel. All right, next up, Moon Gundam. Oh, there's another one. I guess I'll get to this. Maybe I'll hide it back in here. All right, Moon Gundam. Thank you, Robert. This was a nice little present last Christmas. Awesome unit, awesome build. This is one of those where when you're done, it looks like a real grade, just because of all the details on it. So let's look at the back here. Oh, wow. The stand. This is probably not the back. I folded it wrong, right? But yeah, just some more looks at putting the stand together. I mean, hey, it's nice to have a stand. Let's look at some of the pictures in here. Some cool poses. Yeah, just some cool artwork here, kind of showing the, it's showing the real grade Sazabi, and that's the Vargal, and I guess how its evolution of development went into the Moon Gundam, and then finally the Sazabi. I mean, just looking at this, as much as the high grade is awesome, a real grade Moon Gundam would be sick. Interestingly enough, we don't see this too often, is there's a lot more color in the manual here. Not that it's too helpful, because I think it's kind of a simplistic design. I guess colors on top of the kind of more busier design. So not as needed, but still nice to have. All right, what do we got next? What? Again? All right, for real this time. Oh, come on. All right, this time for real. Bam, look at that. Zaku2 Fz. This is RE100, so not a master grade, but it's that same scale. So really awesome. We can see the Alex right here. That might be coming up on this video, but man, look at this. I have it sitting behind me. Oh, am I pointing right at it? No, I'm not. It's actually right there. The Alex is right there. You can't really see that. I don't know why I'm bothering with this. I should edit this out, but I'm not. So yeah, Zaku2 Fz. Okay, let's look at the back here. Man, this is a thick manual. I mean, I don't know if it's because of the 100 scale that there's that many pages, but you can change the helmet look. It's showing the accessories here. Cool poses to use. Yeah, this is a good manual. This is not a good manual. Nothing else is color. No, I'm joking. This is actually pretty cool, but it's kind of limited on what it's showing. So it's showing the decals here. This is a nice, easy, and simple way to look at where to put decals, but I like it when they actually show off the model and have, where the decals go. So, all right. Next up, Turn A Gundam. Very cool. Yeah, you know what? This was the first one I built when I moved into the new house. So, yeah, kind of nice memories with it. Let's look at the back here. Okay, good poses showing, I guess, details and articulation. Cool color photo. There's the color guide. Let's see if there's any other colored pages in here. Oh, yeah, look at that spread. We've got a lot of information about this mobile suit that I can't read. And then just some other cool poses, functionality, probably the canonical story reasons for some of what we see. And then, yeah, just kind of using its gear and stuff. And that's all in color. That's always very helpful. How do they decide what to be color and what not? It seems to be completely random. All right, next up. Bam! Oh, FA-78 Full Armor Gundam Thunderbolt version. As much as I like this, the thing I'll remember the most is how easily that peg in there broke off into him. Yeah. But let's take a look on the back here. Cool pose. Okay, showing this time it's not black and white. It's not a model, but at least it's a color drawing of where to put the decals. Very cool stuff. Oh, and here's where you could pick the different colors. Something I want to try to look for as we go through these are what actually has the English along with it. Some of them do, some of them don't. All right, here's one of the colored pages kind of showing, this comes from Thunderbolt, E.O. Fleming, etc. A bunch of story I wish I could read to all. Maybe one day. Maybe I'll learn one day. And then just some more of the colored pages, just more of the instructions. But that is even a cool pose right there, actually. So, yeah, good. Always good when they have some references for posing. All right, what's next? All right, the other part of the favorites of my collection. This is the Advanced Hazel. This is another more recent that I did. So let's look at this. Okay, some great color here, because not only do we have the mobile suit with some Photoshop on it and some high quality, marketing paintings, but we also have some that the more of the old school style of the engineering or mechanical drawings of the mobile suits. These look great. The YRMS 106, RMS 117. What up, Master Chief? And then the RX 107. Yeah, very cool. Kind of showing some additional things you can do here. Oh, yeah, and those little army thingies that come out there. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. So with all of the colored pages, this is pretty good, I gotta say. This is when they're actually using a model and showing where the decals go, showing just some other poses you can do, and of course the color guide down here. Yeah, luckily they have the percentage in English. All right, what do we have next? Ooh, RGM 96X Jester. Thank you, Santo Bell. This is one that you sent me also around last Christmas. Thank you very much. Very cool one. I feel like this kit, you know, since I've been building more lately, this is like a super high quality, high grade. Like once when you build it, it just feels solid. I really like it. Oh, and yeah, the back here, we're getting some good references for posing, detailing, putting on the decals, going down to articulation. Here's the color guide. All right, and then getting to some of the color pages here. Some cool poses using the action stand. And then down here, so it's showing just some other UC stuff, maybe during that timeline, it looks like the RXO. And then we get into the story mode. RGM89S. That is very cool. And RGM89. What? DE? Oh, but Echo was. So that's cool. I did not know that existed. I need to get that. And then look over here. It's the TriStars from that Jester team. So very cool to see them there. And then I guess just some additional stuff back here. So yeah, very cool. All right, on to the next one. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, emergency escape pod. Primrose. I don't know if anything here is color. It doesn't even have a front page. It's just kind of like, here, yeah, you want this accessory that you overpaid for. Here's a manual that we also didn't put any time. Nah, I'm just joking. Am I? But I guess it gets to this where it's kind of showing, I guess, with all the parts on it. I don't know. That I haven't done. I built this, that's it, but I haven't done anything with it. Kind of, if I was to rate this manual, it would be just 1 out of 10. Let's see what's next. Oh, another cool manual. Master grade. This is the gun cannon. And this is a cool suit, cool model kit. Here's some black and white pictures of it here. Actually, let's go to the back. Back with a back shot. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, you can see where the panel lining work goes. You know, it's very interesting because I've noticed too, and I haven't really gone back and messed with it, is the lining, the panel lines are very thick for some of the parts here. And it looks like, yeah, they just go ahead and fill that in completely. So I don't know if I did that with mine. Let's look for some colored pages. Here we go. All right, showing it with his accessories. Also showing it in some cool poses. Flying in space, which is actually a cool thing I don't think about too much, the gun cannon in space. And then here, the core block system. Totally forgot I have another core fighter. And you know what? Look under the wing. When the wing is like open, in this case, is not even on. The detail with the silver and gold, I would love to get the Gundam marker, the silver and gold, and actually touch up that. I'm going to do that here later. And then some other cool shots, like the leg without the armor. Very cool. Yeah, that's just a cool one. Let's get the next one out. All right, RX-78-2 Gundam. This is the classic granddaddy. This is the version 2.0. I have the Origin in the 2.0. I have a ton of the high grade, or 144 scale. But for the master grades, yeah, I only have those two. I don't have the 3.0 or anything else. But I when I was researching the next master grade RX-78-2 to buy, this seemed to be like the definitive one, actually. And I haven't put decals on it or anything. So this one, you can tell by how it's painted. It has kind of the shading technique going on, which I believe it's where you prime it with a certain color, like a dark gray, and then as you're coloring over it with the colors that you want, you just don't apply as much around the edges and it gives it that cool look. I mean, so this looking one, so this is a 2.0, means they've added more features to the Master Grade, but it looks, the proportion, the scale, just like classic RX-78 too. All right, let's look at those colored pages. MS Tracks in UC079, at least that's in English, and where it says the Federation Space Force, but the rest, the cool pose right there, is that the goof? Or is that just a Zaku2? No, it's a goof, right? Because of the sword. And then, oh, there's where you can paint the little Amuro. One day when I get my telescope. And then there's the different colors that you can use. The before and after with the panel line, because obviously the panel lining does add to it. Yeah, and shown with the 2.0, it's kind of showing its like inner frame system, which is really cool. Wow, and then look at this. Master Grade Gundam history, 95 to 2005. So the first Master Grade came out in 95, and it looked like that. And then there's this 1.5, and that was in 2000. 2002 had the Verka. That would be pretty cool. Verka stuff can be crumbly. And then there's, in 2003, they did a Perfect Gundam, and then they did the, in 2005, the One Year War version. So there's some other cool ones out there I haven't built, and they have, you know, slight little variations. And, yeah, oh, yeah, here's the box art for all those. Yeah, little variations to them, you know, except for the Perfect. Yeah, it's very cool stuff. Well, that's it with that. Let's move on. Ooh, look at that. RX-93 New Gundam. This is real grade. Love the artwork here. I love the like zoomed in look where you can see the decals. Let's look at the back here. Oh, in the back, a colored drawing to put on the decals. Man, doesn't that look scary? Like you almost PTSD is a strong term to use, but when you look at something like this, like, oh yeah, I got to set aside some time for this. Yeah, or sometimes you're like, yeah, I don't really need to put that decal on. No, you got to do it all. And then there we go, another little figure to paint. Yeah, and then there's where, oh, interesting how in English it says gray part. Okay, so that's very cool. Orange, yellow. Okay, so you know what? It is actually doing the English colors in here, and this is a real grade. It's over a year old now, maybe almost 2. So that's, I think, you know, there's a certain time where you start seeing more English into the manuals. Let's move on. Oh, this is cool. The RXO Unicorn Gundam 3 Phoenix in destroy mode. This is one of those that, because it's gold and has the blue, you know, inner frame, like you just look at it and it looks sick, but it fell apart on me quite a bit, and nothing on the back. And I don't know. Oh, here we go. This is probably the real back. All right. Couple cool poses. I think this thing speaks for itself. You can just have it standing there. A flight pose makes a lot of sense, especially showing off that stuff on the back. That looks really cool. All right. Color guide, and it, for some reason, is being shiny or very reflective, but there is the English in that as well. Although, you know what? This is a very interesting one to custom paint because of the gold, the shiny, and they're even showing like a metallic style paint to get, even though it already looks good like that. Yeah, very interesting. All right, and for some of the color stuff inside, it's just for building it, nothing fancy. This, yeah, it's a little bare bones with stuff. All right, let's see what's next. This one seems big. That's because I'm holding more than one, so I'm going to put this back. Oh, but this still feels gigantic. This is the Mobile Suit Mobile Suit LM31 4V2. I've never bothered memorizing that. Just the Victory 2 Gundam. Love Victory. Love the design of this. Love it even more with that kind of Verka look to it. Nothing on the back. You know, this... Oh, that looks great. That looks great. Look at that. For COD, this is the Hajime Kotoki guy that does kind of these special detailed mobile suits. Building this was a pain. The finished product looks amazing, but it crumbles. It falls apart if you're not careful. Yeah, the different variations to it. So not only is there this kind of, you know, the V2 flight mode, all that, there's a Gunbuster version that goes on top of that. And then there's the regular version, which I really like. Oh, here is some more. So this has some good reference photos, colors. Look at that transformation. Have I even bothered doing that? I feel like I need to do that. Let's see. Pilot in Shakti. Let's see. What in the world is that? Yeah, showing some close-up detail with the Gundam head. You know, this is a pretty cool manual. I mean, look at that. It's like showing the foot in like all different sides. Why? But it's cool. Oh, and then look at all this information that I can't read. And I could get my phone translated, but I don't trust that as much. And then there's Uso, just kind of hanging out down there. All right, and some more shots here. This is, I mean, look at this. 2 full pages of decals. And look, it even has a picture of the decal sheet along with the colored drawings to put the decals on. Look, complete diagram color chart. That's in English, and then the rest is not in English. But at least you can kind of get the ideas of colors. Yeah, this is a cool manual. It's really thick because building it is a pain. It has all these little random parts that then once you put it together, it just falls apart, but still awesome. All right, and the last one for this video, what will it be? I can't even tell. Is it even anything? Oh, I know what this is. It's the P Bandai Hazen that I got off Amazon super cheap because it was considered open and it was perfectly fine. But nothing special with this. I mean, even like reference shots, I remember it's like, oh, painting, what? And then I had to look it up. Putting decals places is kind of a mess. So, yeah. All right, well, I have a whole lot more to go through, but I don't have time for this. So there will be a part 2. Now, maybe based on guessing or other suits you see that I have, are there other manuals I should show off as well? Or anything in particular in the manuals you want me to show off? I just think it's cool to be able to look at the reference photos. It's just kind of fun to look at the designs, and it's another way to get familiar with the designs, and that makes it fun then when you're looking at other mobile suits and getting an understanding of in-universe how the evolution went to design one suit over another. So anyway, thanks for watching. That was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed it too. Give it a like if it was cool, and we'll talk later.